Hey there. It took me a second to focus my camera. I'm at Our Lady of the Leche Shrine in St. Augustine, Florida, and very excited to be here. You know why? Because this is the site of the first Catholic Mass ever on U.S. soil. It took place in 1565. So the Spanish explorer Menendez came here, sent by Philip II, King Philip II of Spain, came to explore and to Christianize the country, and he had the special assignment of treating the natives well here. I think that's very beautiful, to treat them well and to make sure that they were well cared for. And along with him came a Spanish diocesan priest. His name was Father Lopez. So Father Lopez was aboard the ship, traveling with Menendez here to the New World, which is now St. Augustine, Florida. Behind me is the ocean. There's an inlet, but then beyond that is the ocean. Can you just imagine the ships coming in from Spain, coming here to this place? And I want to show you behind me, and I'm going to tip the camera so you're going to lose me a little bit here, the Great Cross. They call that the Great Cross. It's 208 feet high, stainless steel, filled 3/4 of the way with concrete to stabilize it. Why 208 feet? Well, that's because of the airplanes. There's really no other explanation for that number. There's no symbolic significance. It's just that if they went any higher, they would have had to put a light on it. And of course, that would have had ruined, they felt, that would have ruined the effect of the cross. So they kept it at 208 feet. And I want to just show you again there, the water behind me, how beautiful. And now I'm gonna turn full circle, and behind me, now I have to look over. I'm sorry, I apologize for the sunglasses, but my Wisconsin winter eyes are not used to all this amazing Florida sunshine. So my poor eyes really aren't up to snuff here. But behind me, I think you can see an altar. I hope you can see it. They call it the rustic altar, and they do have outdoor masses here in memory of the original explorers, the original priests who would say Mass here on these grounds. Now as I turn further, you will see behind me, and I'm going to turn again just to make sure, and there are people there, so I don't want to disturb those people. Behind me is the chapel of Our Lady of La Leche. This particular building dates to 1913. And the reason for that is that hurricanes destroyed the very, very first chapel built there by Father Lopez all those years back, 1565, and then at one point had been burned by the British. You know how our history, our U.S. history, conquer and reconquer and so forth. So this one was built in 1913, a little more stable, was damaged. I have an airplane going ahead above me. I hope you can still hear me. It was damaged by Hurricane Matthew a few years ago, and restored once again. When you're in a hurricane area, that's kind of par for the course. In any case, it's beautiful, and I would take you in there, but there are people praying in there. And I tried 3 times. I sat there very quiet, and then I prayed for no more people to come. And just as I was about to start my video, more people come. So so I decided, no, let's go outside and let the people have their peace. And you know my rule. My rule for this pilgrimage is I don't disturb the people who are praying there. I won't do it. And so what's going to happen, my friends, is that when you read the book, Marian Pilgrimage, A Living Novena, then all of these things that are in my heart now that I'd like to share with you, you'll accompany me again. So be sure to get the book, and all of the things that I can't walk around filming right now, it'll all be described in detail in the book. A few more interesting facts about this amazing place. So the chapel behind me is a place of grace and also miracles. There are hundreds of testimonies, hundreds, they tell me, of women who had come here hoping to conceive, praying to conceive a child, asking our Blessed Mother, Our Lady of Leche, to please intercede for them. And also in the cases of difficult pregnancies and sick children, over and over and over again, people have miraculously conceived, who have been able to bear healthy, happy children, have come back with their kids, their little ones, to thank our Blessed Mother, to thank Our Lady of Leche for granting their petition. Beautiful stories. Beautiful. I wish I could stand here all day telling you all the different stories that I heard today. In any case, it's the place to be, I tell you. When I was sitting in the chapel just now, for a long time, as I said at the beginning of the video, woman after woman, young lady after young lady come in, you hear the rosary beads, they pray the rosary, and I suspect, although I don't know for sure, I suspect that they were praying for children. And what a beautiful, beautiful thing. So this shrine right now is working on becoming a national shrine. They'd like to achieve national shrine status. So they're hoping that that will happen very soon. They're also under great renovation, and that is because Hurricane Matthew damaged a large part of the property. So they're rebuilding, but then they're not going to just rebuild. They're going to do some expansion and some spiffing up of the grounds, so to speak, so that it'll be a very beautiful and an even more welcoming place than it already is. It is incredible for me. Let me tell you just a little bit about what I've experienced here today, because some of this just has to be shared right away. This morning I came and I wandered around, and one of the women on the grounds actually thought she knew me. She didn't. I guess I'm not that famous, huh? But anyway, she thought she knew me and started talking to me, and then realized that I wasn't the person she thought I was, but at that point told me that there would be a Mass very soon. I went to Mass, and the feeling I got there was so surreal, because here I was attending Mass on the spot, on the site where the very first Catholic Mass in United States history took place. That was such a gift. And I'd like to share with you one line that I picked up from the homily. Father's homily was amazing this morning, and it's the feast of St. Mark, of course, and he was talking about St. Mark's suffering and martyrdom and so on. But one line, he said, the real question is, who are you becoming in your suffering? Think about that. I'm still thinking about it. Who are you becoming in your suffering? There's a great meaning there. And immediately when I heard it, I knew, that was that little ping in my heart. And I knew this is something that I have to go back to, that I have to meditate on for a good long time. And I hope it touches your heart as well, because it was quite something. And right after Mass, they had Eucharistic adoration. So not only was I able to attend Holy Mass here, but I was able to adore our Lord in His real presence. Phenomenal experience. And my mind immediately, being the writer that I am and having a vivid imagination, immediately I was picturing the explorers, the priests, the Indians here who met them and were so grateful for them. And I'll give you a little spoiler alert. I'm going to be writing a post about this, but the first Thanksgiving did not take place on the East Coast, did not take place at Plymouth Rock. The real Thanksgiving, the first Thanksgiving, took place right here in 1565. And I'll be writing about that very soon. I'll also be including that, I'm sure, in my book, Marian Pilgrimage, A Living Novena. So please, follow me. I'll be doing another shrine tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm already heading off to New Orleans to visit Our Lady of Prompt Secours. And I will definitely try to do a live video. I'm not, it's very hard when I travel, because I have to lean to, looks like some construction in the background, I'm assuming, or it's one of the theme parks. I try very hard not to disrupt what's going on because I enter as a pilgrim. So I'll give it a try. If not, for sure, I'll be posting on my blog, margefenlon.com, about all my amazing journeys. I've already got a post up now about my journey yesterday in Atlanta to the Shrine of the Immaculate Conception, the only Catholic church not burned down in Sherman's March to the Sea. History, and love of our Blessed Mother. I am just lapping it up and so grateful that I can bring it to you. So for now, be assured that I am praying for you here, and I ask God's blessing upon you, and I ask your prayers for my safety, my safe travels and return. God bless you. Talk to you soon.